If the skies are clear, the most captivating star that I recognize, the one that might baffle our sky, is this one, Betelgeuse. It is an enormous red star. In addition, if you positioned it so that it faced the sun, it would extend all the way to the orbit of Jupiter. It is enormous in every way, unpredictable and likely to burst into flames, not as obvious as it appears in the universe's Goliath-like events. Like most irrationally feared gigantic stars, all that we see could be shaken by starbursts. Regardless, do whatever it takes. Betelgeuse takes some time to be seen clearly. Its core has been interpreted as that of a red supergiant star, significantly larger than our sun. Experts in space, including Brian Cox and others, believe it could go supernova, causing people to worry about what will happen next. The James Webb Space Telescope is acquiring stunning images of this rising star. The question of when Betelgeuse will transform into a supernova, akin to the Titanic's impact on Earth, remains to be answered. Betelgeuse is the magnificent star in the Orion constellation, whose light is so brilliant that even ancient people observed it. Situated on Orion's eastern shoulder, it is the second largest star in the constellation. This feature gives it its name, the Monster's Shoulder. It could be one of the brightest stars in the night sky, which is already incredibly luminous. Additionally, the star has an odd red hue, which, as we'll see, suggests trouble. We have studied Betelgeuse for a long time. An ancient Greek newspaper, TMY, also focused on it. Around that time, stars were viewed based on their colors. I once thought it was a toad. Today, we know it as an orange-colored celestial body. In modern times, experts have been studying the star with greater enthusiasm, and now they have a brilliant explanation for its enigmatic behavior. One of Betelgeuse's most fascinating characteristics is that its brightness fluctuates significantly. With a distinct magnitude of 0.6, Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its brightness changes over time. Recently, experts have discovered new details about the star. In 2019, astronomers first noticed Betelgeuse acting out of character. Despite not completely ceasing to shine, it became significantly dimmer, reaching a magnitude of 1.6. Experts rapidly began investigating the reason behind this unusual behavior. Researchers anticipated providing an extraordinary explanation. Based on their findings, they speculated that Betelgeuse might explode into a supernova at any moment. Brian Cox, a well-known scientist and distinguished professor of particle physics at the University of Manchester, offered a bold explanation. As a professor of physics and cosmology, he should not be disregarded. He also produces a popular science show, writes best-selling books, and serves as the Royal Society's public engagement professor. Brian Cox asserts, based on scientific evidence, that Betelgeuse appears to be a ticking time bomb. The James Webb Space Telescope has provided strong evidence supporting this theory. However, what unusual signs has Betelgeuse exhibited that have caused so much concern among space scientists? Betelgeuse has been identified as a potential supernova, although analysts are still uncertain when it will explode. One possible explanation is that Betelgeuse consists of twice the Sun's mass. According to some classifications, a star must have several times the Sun's mass to be considered a supernova candidate. This makes Betelgeuse an extremely fascinating subject. Scientists have utilized diverse instruments to study Betelgeuse, including lasers, the James Webb Space Telescope, and gravitational wave observatories. Yet, what they found in the space surrounding Betelgeuse remains a mystery. On August 31st, a long time ago, Betelgeuse exhibited odd signals, casting uncertainty on its future. Researchers searched for strange light waves coming from the star, which generated a lot of curiosity. However, that was not the only thing astronomers observed. This brings us back to the idea that Betelgeuse is an unpredictable star. Its brightness fluctuates occasionally. Historically, Betelgeuse was known to dim periodically and even had dark spots, similar to sunspots. However, the situation has changed. Betelgeuse now switches from bright to dim much faster than before, which is another sign that it is undergoing extraordinary changes. In February 2021, researchers noticed that its dimming cycle had reached a record low of 1.61. This happened not long after the massive dimming event in 2019, now referred to as the Great Dimming. This unprecedented dimming raised concerns that Betelgeuse was on the verge of exploding. Between 2019 and 2021, its brightness dropped by approximately 1.2 magnitudes, the most significant dimming ever recorded. As a result, experts speculated that Betelgeuse might disappear in a supernova within the next 100,000 years. The surprising nature of this event forced analysts to quickly reassess their understanding of Betelgeuse. However, when they observed that Betelgeuse became brighter again after the dimming event, their theories evolved. Andrea Dupree, an astrophysicist at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory, stated that Betelgeuse is now 150% brighter than usual. It has become the seventh brightest star in the sky. When specialists noticed a red glow in the southern region of Betelgeuse, they realized the star was undergoing significant changes. It is essential to note that not all stars exhibit Betelgeuse's red glow. This glow indicates that Betelgeuse is a red supergiant, the final stage of a massive star's life. The red glow is maintained at approximately 3,500 Kelvin, which is significantly cooler than the Sun's outer layer, 5,500 Kelvin. Despite its lower temperature, Betelgeuse's massive surface area compensates by emitting an enormous amount of light. But is Betelgeuse really about to explode? Brian Cox and other astronomers speculate that the recent dimming may have been a precursor to a supernova. As a red supergiant, Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its stellar life cycle. Dying stars often experience fluctuations in brightness, which experts anticipated. However, Betelgeuse's extreme behavior has captured scientists' attention. Telescopes worldwide are now focused on Betelgeuse. The James Webb Space Telescope, one of the most advanced instruments in use today, has been monitoring Betelgeuse since 2021. This telescope has captured invaluable images of Betelgeuse's great dimming, which suggest a massive mass ejection event. Scientists now believe that Betelgeuse underwent a colossal coronal mass ejection, approximately 400 times larger than typical events observed on the Sun. The James Webb Space Telescope allows researchers to study this event using infrared light, revealing details beyond what the human eye can detect. In addition to this mass ejection, scientists have observed dust clouds forming on the star's surface. These clouds resemble cosmic debris. Cosmic events, for example, are unusually massive. Events like explosions have the potential to completely shift our perspective on an incident that might happen. However, regarding the chance that Betelgeuse will explode, researchers are still attempting to determine the precise sequence of events leading to its conclusion. While analysts continue to collect information from the most advanced space telescopes, like the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope, they still avoid making predictions. Despite the star's imminent blast, its unexpected behavior, including the baffling cycles of dimming and brightening, makes it uncertain when Betelgeuse will explode. There are rumors that it might still require a significant amount of time before the explosion occurs. Others believe that the star could explode much earlier, possibly within the next few months or years. Exceptional information gathered by these powerful telescopes, along with the efforts of researchers, has kept scientists anxious. They are keeping a close eye on what is happening, using every tool at their disposal to look for even minute changes that may indicate the presence of a supernova. The manner in which Betelgeuse will finally explode will send shock waves through the universe, releasing an enormous amount of energy. Briefly, the explosion's brightness may surpass that of the entire galaxy, making it visible from Earth, as bright as the full moon. When this event takes place, it will be a splendid cosmic display, though it won't pose a direct threat to Earth's existence, as the star is more than 600 light-years away. However, the supernova will offer a substantial opportunity for researchers to investigate the final phases of a massive star's life. The impending end of Betelgeuse isn't just of scientific interest, it serves as a reminder of the vastness and oddity of the universe. Stars like Betelgeuse play a crucial role in the evolution of galaxies, adding elements essential for the formation of new stars, planets, and perhaps even life itself. A star's death is not the end but rather a transformation, releasing heavy elements that will ultimately form new stellar systems. Until that time, scientists continue to observe Betelgeuse, analyzing its behavior and the unanswered questions about its future. As more is discovered, the mystery deepens, and our knowledge of the universe expands. Possibly, we will soon witness one of the most remarkable cosmic events, the transformation of Betelgeuse from a monstrous red supergiant into a stupendous supernova. Until that moment, the night sky will continue to be a source of wonder, with Betelgeuse gleaming as a symbol of life's fleeting nature in the universe. As astronomers monitor Betelgeuse and the mysteries of space, they remain deeply influenced by fate, particularly as this star approaches the end of its life. The irregular behavior of Betelgeuse's brightness cycle has drawn significant attention, suggesting that something unusual is occurring. However, it is essential to keep in mind that a supernova is not the final stage for all stars. For example, our Sun and other smaller stars will experience a much calmer demise, shedding their outermost layers and leaving behind a white dwarf. Betelgeuse, on the other hand, is an enormous red supergiant, which means it will vanish in a completely different manner, going out with a bang. Its massive size, with a radius much larger than the Sun, makes it a fascinating subject for study. If placed at the center of our solar system, Betelgeuse would extend beyond Mars' orbit, illustrating its sheer scale compared to our own Sun. Stars as massive as Betelgeuse consume an enormous amount of fuel throughout their existence. As it nears the end of its lifespan, its core rapidly collapses due to the force of gravity. This collapse is what ultimately triggers a violent explosion, a supernova. The process leading to Betelgeuse's explosion is complex. As it approaches the supernova stage, the star's core shrinks and heats up while its outer layers cool and expand, creating an unstable environment. Sporadic changes in brightness, such as the dimming events observed in 2019, indicate that the star is rapidly entering a phase of transformation. These fluctuations, though puzzling, provide valuable insights. Despite these changes, Betelgeuse continues to emit light unpredictably, making it an intriguing subject for investigation. The potential for Betelgeuse to become a nearby supernova has captured the attention of space agencies and researchers worldwide. With advanced tools such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope, scientists are gathering a wealth of data. These telescopes allow researchers to observe Betelgeuse in wavelengths that were previously inaccessible, such as ultraviolet and infrared light, which provide insight into the star's internal processes. Researchers are also using advanced models to simulate the behavior of massive stars like Betelgeuse, aiding in future predictions about the star's evolution and an estimated timeline for its explosion. However, the precise timing of Betelgeuse's supernova remains uncertain. Evidence suggests that the explosion might happen soon, or it could still take thousands of years. Regardless of when it occurs, Betelgeuse's death will be a significant event in the study of stellar evolution. Even though the explosion will not pose an immediate threat to Earth, researchers will gain a valuable opportunity to examine the final moments of a massive star's life. Astronomers will witness this event firsthand, deepening our understanding of how massive stars die and the aftermath of their explosions. The supernova will release new elements into the interstellar medium, playing a crucial role in the formation of future stars and planets. In conclusion, Betelgeuse is more than just a cosmic star on the verge of disappearing. Its impending explosion marks the countdown to a spectacular event, one that researchers continue to observe closely. We are fortunate to witness this giant of the night sky, a testament to the universe's wonders and the delicate balance that governs the life cycle of stars. Whether Betelgeuse explodes soon, in the distant future, or even thousands of years from now, its final act will leave a legacy that shapes the cosmos for billions of years to come. As Betelgeuse nears the end of its life, it reminds us of the transient nature of the universe. The cycle of birth, life, and death for stars is a process that spans billions of years, yet each individual star's journey has a finite endpoint. For Betelgeuse, this will be a spectacular conclusion, one that will be felt across vast distances in space. The explosion of a star as massive as Betelgeuse will leave behind remnants that could contribute to the creation of new celestial bodies. The remnants of the supernova, whether in the form of a neutron star or black hole, will become the building blocks for the next generation of stars, planets, and potentially even life, continuing the cycle that has defined the evolution of the cosmos. Researchers are not just observing Betelgeuse in the present but also using it as a case study to understand other massive stars in the universe. Every piece of information gathered from Betelgeuse's behavior and eventual explosion will help to refine our models of stellar evolution, which in turn helps us understand the broader universe and the processes that govern it. The death of a star like Betelgeuse also raises profound philosophical questions about the nature of existence and the fate of the cosmos. For the scientists and astronomers following Betelgeuse, the search for answers is driven by curiosity, but it also touches on something much deeper: the awareness that the universe is in a constant state of change, and that each discovery, no matter how small, brings us closer to understanding our place in it. In the end, Betelgeuse's demise will serve as a powerful reminder of the vast scale and complexity of the universe, and of the ever-present forces shaping the stars and galaxies around us. As we continue to observe and study this cosmic giant, we remain humbled by the beauty and mystery of the universe, knowing that our understanding of it is just a small part of an ongoing, ever-evolving journey through space and time. The legacy of Betelgeuse will live on long after it has exploded. Its story will continue to inspire generations of scientists, dreamers, and explorers, all of whom will look up to the stars in search of answers to the mysteries of existence. Whether it's the birth of a new star or the death of an old one, the universe will continue to unfold, revealing more of its secrets with each passing moment.